al dente. Welcome back to my channel, and if you've never been here before, don't worry, it'll only hurt for a few minutes. Remember to pee afterwards though. I premiered a video the other day, and in the chat I expressed that I was hesitant to make this video just because it felt like a lot of the same thing. And overwhelmingly you guys asked for this video. So here I am making this video. Ow, that hurt. Before we get started today, make sure you like the video, subscribe and whatnot. I am doing a 20k giveaway once we hit 20k, because that's why it would be a 20k giveaway. I'm not giving away 20k. Okay. I'm very poor. Make sure you subscribed if you want to enter. That isn't your entry, but you'll find out how to enter, but you won't find out unless you're subscribed, so. I'm so good at intros. Today we're talking about the one, the only, the unfunny Def Noodles again. Yeah, again. I've made 2 other Def Noodles videos. One was specifically sort of Dennis's backstory in terms of his career on the internet, things that I knew, his brand of comedy and whatnot, as well as a reaction to part of the roast battle, his first one. I made a specific note in that video that I had originally been a Def Noodles fan. I was even part of his community, his Discord for some time. I just kind of wanted to point that out, that I'm not just like, I hate fucking Def Noodles. Like, this is just like a train that has fallen off the tracks and into like an oozing radioactive cesspool. It was only during like the Papa Gut saga that I was like, fuck this. I made a second video which was just a out and out reaction to the second roast battle. Almost the entire thing. So those videos are linked below if you want to see them, if you haven't. But this particular roast battle was very different. It was the first one I ever watched live, and I watched it live from Lily Marston and Jessie Smiles' channel where they were streaming it, and I was laughing my ass off, which was also a first for these roast battles. It started like over an hour late, if I remember correctly, if the alcohol poisoning didn't damage my brain. Actually featured a creator that I really love, Nick DeRamio. Oh, what's that? I'm sorry. Oh.
Hold up, I want you to roast this guy. His name's Rick DeRamio.
Right.
Hold up, I want to do a round where they roast somebody. There's a creator in the chat. I want them to roast this guy. He's done a bunch of videos talking shit about, so yeah, roast this guy.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck, he's stupid.
Not me.
Just grab the phone. So Nick just said, hi, love all the holes in your clothes. I don't know who he's talking about. Who has holes in their clothes?
My jeans.
Your jeans.
Oh, I got holes in jeans too. We're stylish, you know?
What does this guy make videos about?
About us. He's made like 6 videos about us.
It is really cute how Dennis tries to tear Rick down for making like 6 videos about us, when Dennis's entire career was built on fetishizing the Philippines and making fun of Bryce Hall. Oh, well, okay, yeah, that's Bryce Hall. Also, not that this is a Rick DeRamio stan account, but Rick always does that thing where he says something and then people laugh because it's funny, whereas Dennis says the thing and people laugh so that their full body cringe doesn't swallow their entire head from the inside out.
Great guy.
This is
Thanks, we're famous.
You think one day he'll have his own thought?
One
Or
day
he
he'll
can
have his
only
own
do your own content, he can't do his own shit?
I don't know. Ask it, Nick. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Nick. Fuck the battle. It's this now.
Right? Like, Dennis is such a dejected keyboard warrior. I'm sorry, but he's the biggest keyboard warrior of them all. He's like literally trying to like recruit his friends on stage who couldn't give less of a fuck to roast somebody that they don't know and couldn't care less about. Like, if you really wanted to own Rick, like, you could have waited until the end, maybe spent all that time you were sitting on the sidelines looking like a third string center, writing up some quick jokes about Nick DeRamio. you know, like good ones. And then like end the night, since you're the host, right? End the night with you roasting, you know, whomever you're roasting on stage, but then also roasting any creators that showed up in your chat. Like, I could format this better on the fly. But don't worry, I'm sure Dennis will come up with something super clever for the end of the roast battle.
This is a Nick intervention. All right.
Nick, get up here. Where are you? You're online. Okay.
He actually lives in LA.
Here's a quick question. Why do you know that? You couldn't even say his first or his last name right, and you somehow know where he lives?
Fucking come over. What are you doing? You could be here. Also having a bad
Pull
time.
up.
Too real, my friend. Way too real.
You ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roast off!
Angie, you look like a repeat orphan.
Oh my god, Elliot did the orphan jokes last time. We're not copying jokes, we're sharing them. We're setting trends. Also, Steven's presence on stage with his back to the crowd is really, inspiring me to scream.
And Elliot looks like the guy returning her to the foster home.
You look like Angelica from Rugrats during her whore phase.
She actually looks like Zendaya, but only the scenes in Euphoria where she's overdosing.
Elliot has 2 gay dads and 1 abandoned mom.
They both look like they could be on a sailboat. Angie is the underpaid worker, and Elliot is someone's fuck puppet.
Are you guys okay? What the fuck is this?
Show update on Nick. He just donated $10 to say, good try, everyone.
And this was the highlight of my night.
I don't know, Smoke. That shit was funny, you guys.
Ah yes, the judges, which were a new, unnecessary addition to these never-ending roast battles. I'm not sure if the audience were like comics or if the audience was just the audience, but the audience was far funnier than anything that happened on that stage ever. I haven't even seen everything that's happened on that stage. You know, there's things that aren't streamed, but I still feel pretty confident in that.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for the $10. Keep giving us your money to tell us stuff, please.
So is keep giving us your money to tell us stuff, please, your official roast submission, Dennis? 'Cause wow, way to hit him where it hurts.
I'm so mad that this is what I chose to do with my Friday night.
Okay, that's the other highlight of my night. While the audience feedback was one of the more mildly humorous portions of the evening, it does also make this feel like a back alley improv class.
Yes, ending. More wire hangers.
Mixed metaphors. I honestly just kind of spent a lot of time wishing that Steven would move, because he's just like bopping around in frame. Like, hi, I know this is barely like a second grade production of Peter Pan where like half the cast got pink eye and couldn't make it to opening night. But like, could you please try and remember that like you set up cameras in order to capture things on the stage. So when you have one of your comics who is standing on the stage with their head in frame and like not even facing the crowd, it's really distracting. So like, could we just maybe try to remember that you want people to watch this? Because yelling down in front at my MacBook while mainlining Pringles in my closet was not exactly how I planned on spending my Friday night. You know how else I didn't foresee my Friday night? Laughing my ass off at this roast battle, but not because of anything that happened on stage, really, just because in Lily and Jesse's stream, the comedy was actually rolling. And I'm guessing Dennis didn't foresee it either.
Go ahead, open this up, Mario.
By the way, shout out to Jesse Smiles for stream sniping. Jesse Smiles, fuck yeah.
Yes, big shout out to Jessie Smiles and Lily Marston for stream sniping, because quite frankly, that's where most of the engagement in your chat came from. Well, that and Rick de Ramio. So these two go on and like roast each other or whatever. I'm like, I don't want to sit here and talk shit about other comics because frankly, it's a challenge to get on stage and say words and elicit a positive response from an audience. That's a challenge in and of itself, right? But like outside of jokes about being gay or fat or whatever, there's not a whole lot to work with here. So I'm gonna agree to disagree. I'll just assume most of these people are funnier when they're at a real comedy club and that this is just my new sleep paralysis demon. The entire hour and 15 minutes. Anyway, these two are roasting each other back and forth or whatever. At least that's what I assume they're doing. I can't really tell because the echo of the mics has spun me directly into another dimension.
Jesse Smiles was stream sniping.
I was gonna call him Jesse Smiles. Fuck, dude.
When my brain was done being scrambled,
I have to turn down this mic because there's getting echo on the stream.
Dennis proved once again that he is a 9th grade boy desperate for validation.
Alright, real quick, before we go to voting, you guys gonna roast Jesse for a second? And then you're gonna roast Lily afterwards?
These people couldn't care less about Jesse or Lily or roasting anyone on Dennis's phone, right? Like, that's not what they came here to do.
Why do I see your kids for, dude? Is this Google? How's she on Google? Jesse Smiles? First off, get a real name. I don't know. If you see her, she has total horse girl energy. No offense.
Horse girl energy?
I'll swipe right on her Tinder. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, pussy dry pussy right there.
Dry pussy? Like, are these supposed to be insults? No, like, I forgot how stupid this is. Jesse and Lily took down their stream, so I don't have any like visual points of reference for you. But it was at this moment that entire chat was dying because of how dumb this is. Hashtag drive for death. It was a moment in time and in history. It will be studied for years. And I highly recommend joining Lily and Jesse's stream this Friday. Things are funny there.
Well, we're gonna roast our friend who's also stream sniping, Lily,
God.
Afterwards.
The fear that strikes into one's heart. Tell you what, after the dry pussy joke, there's no coming back from that. Honestly, I couldn't stay awake long enough to find where they roasted Lily, and I completely forgot what they said because it was so fucking stupid.
That's that little laugh support. I got the laugh support. When I come back, y'all Gucci? All right, man, we gonna get this second to last battle going.
Hey, I just want to shout out to the chat. They're all doing hashtag drive for death. Shout out to you.
Oh, perfect. We should make t-shirts.
I will say that I really liked Steven, and I think I've said this before, that I really liked Steven. I watched the first episode of this like podcast, and I liked Steven a lot. I had never heard of him before. I liked that he had very limited knowledge of internet culture. I thought he was pretty funny. I thought he was insightful. And I still think as a comic, he's pretty decent. And as a host, he's worlds better than Dennis. And I like that he'll call Dennis on his shit. I appreciate that about him. So there, I've said something nice today. Dennis had been baiting people into thinking that he was having Crystalia at his roast battle. Just weeks after he was baiting people into thinking that he was having Crystalia on his podcast. And let me just say that even Crystalia, terribly unfunny, and with all of the allegations of absolutely disgusting sexual misconduct, even he would not find himself stepping foot inside that hot-boxed cubicle from hell, okay? So Dennis hired what I can only assume is a crisis actor, or an actor from one of those like erectile dysfunction commercials, to take his place.
His name is Crystalia. Will it come out? Yo, Chris,
round of applause for Crystalia.
Crystalia. He's been here before.
I've been here many times. How you guys doing? You guys chilling?
Very natural.
All right, you look like Crystalia if you got a part of the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Let me just say that like the beautiful part about watching this on Lily and Jesse's stream is that you can forget things like this ever happened.
Did you forget your shirt in the clothes rack? That shit looks tight as fuck.
Did you miss your audition to play Brick Tamlin?
Where did you get those clothes? At the toilet store?
Elliot's the only one laughing. He's like, thank you for the laughs.
You missed a spot when you shaved this morning.
That is true. I do have a mustache.
Oh my god, I wish I was dead.
What is this for you?
This is my 9/11.
I think the people in the chat agree with you.
I was actually gonna make a joke about 9/11, but I bombed it.
Okay, this man should never be given a functioning microphone. I'm not even mad at the 9/11 joke. Well, okay, I am mad at the 9/11 joke, but only because it was fucking terrible. Also, did anyone bother to tell Baby Yanni that this is a roast battle, or did Great Value Borat leave that out of the conversation?
I mean, you look like Chris D'Elia if he got aborted.
You're just saying words that doesn't even mean anything. Oh my god, and you can tell because the very generous crowd who up until now has laughed at almost everything is fucking silent. In the end, they awarded Steven, who didn't roast anybody, but did a decent job at hosting. They awarded him the winner, and he got a championship belt, which I guess is now a thing they're doing.
All of you guys coming out here supporting. I got this big ass belt on I gotta walk around with. So appreciate it. Come out. Next Friday, we got shows here again. So we're going to be kicking it. We're going to be taking photos and shit, smoking and hanging out and talking shit.
Yeah.
And talking about the shows that we got set up for next week.
I want to thank everybody on Twitch, too, for watching.
Yeah, thank everybody
appreciate all the hate views. Thank you for all the engagement.
Thank you for all the hate
Follow
views.
me everywhere. Def Noodles. Keep watching this shit. We're going to do a 4th one in 2 weeks. I'm not going to prepare for it as well, so watch the cringe.
Oh, good. Another night of no preparation. You know, as someone who has not only performed live comedy, but has watched a lot of live comedy, both from friends who also do live comedy, or just for going to like a stand-up show for entertainment. If you're not a good improviser, not preparing is just being lazy. Like, you're resting on laurels that you don't even have. You're relying on talent that isn't there. And like, that's not me trying to be a petty bitch. Like, improv isn't for everybody. Not everybody can do improv. It's an art form. Some people can sing, but that doesn't mean that all those people can sing opera, right? It's different. It's a different genre of comedy. If after these 3 roast battles, we're supposed to believe that your improv skills are good enough that you are not going to prepare again, then I assume you don't give a fuck about what you're doing. Because if you gave a fuck, you'd prepare. Because the chaos of all of these shows, like this one was a little more structured when Dennis wasn't involved in any of it, but like, it's bad. This chaos is generally unwatchable. And I love chaos. There's no effort being put into any of this, though. Like, everyone is just high and saying words and following it up with
tough crowd.
Anyway, the next battle is Friday. I personally can't wait to watch it on the Do We Know Them channel with Lily Marston and Jesse Smiles. I feel like it's technically unethical for me to tell you to go watch it there, but that's where I'm gonna be. So that's the only place that I'm gonna watch it. Because if I'm going to cringe, I want to cringe with friends. And a lot of fucking liquor. I don't know if I'll cover another one of these. I feel like 3 is a lot, but we'll see what happens at the next one. My body can only handle so much cringe, you know? Plus I ate all those Pringles in the closet. That said, that's enough for today because eventually, if I don't stop watching this, my Second City certificates will start crying. And I can't deal with that mess right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe. I make more... Subscribe. I make new videos whenever I feel like it. My social media, my Patreon, how to join my channel memberships, all of that is linked down below. I highly recommend you come join us. Right now, I have 2 videos that are at the present moment being held for copyright claims. And Patreon and channel members, they all have access to those right now until I can make them public. And they also get early access to things. They're going to get a first crack at merch, which is coming in the next couple weeks, and also a discount on merch. There's a bunch of perks. Come join us. We're a swell cult. I hope you have a wonderful, or at the very least, mediocre day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye! This is me. I am me. Why am I wearing so much blush? It's a unicorn. It's a unicorn. See, it's a unicorn. It's covered in hair. I really need to dye my hair because this is just sad. Whatever. Get out of here. Rick DeRomeo.
Rick DeRomeo.
I'm out. Can I say fuck this? How long has it been? Oh yeah, I can definitely say fuck this by now.